All right, Shalom. We'll start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. I want to start out the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. And as he said, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. So if you want to understand why the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American of Negro and Indian descent are in the conditions that they're in today, it is because we, which we are forefathers, okay, foremothers, forefathers, however you want to, go and get technical about it. We broke the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. So within doing so, we were told that this will happen upon us, right? All the curses. Let me get this real fast and we'll go back to the book of Baruch. When we go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28th chapter, all right? And let's just read the first verse. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1, it says, and it shall come to pass that thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power, or, you say God, will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Now, when we jump to verse 15, okay, because when you read down until verse 15, it goes into all the blessings that we would get if we would do what? If we will hearken. But now when we jump to the 15th verse, it says, but it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All right. So this is what you see what's happening, or what have been happening within our nation, that the curses have overtaken us. Now, people don't think these curses apply to us just because we have the so-called illusion of freedom, which we really don't even have that. It is an illusion. Once you wake up and get your mind out of the matrix system that was set up, which we live in, which is the system of America, Babylon the Great, right? And, all the other nations basically have followed the same agenda after following after the way of this whole beast system. Now, might I add this, our people think that we're not in a cursed position just because you may see, a number of entertainers, celebrities, which is of our people, who have, black cards, millions of dollars, they're fortunate to have these different things. Well, that's because they're playing a position of keeping, giving our people hope and keeping, the people of the world entertained, which this is a whole bread and circus act, right? And, they are getting much more funds than we are getting. So it looks like a lot, but you got to think about, let's just use the example of, let's just say, in an NBA arena, you got the players on the floor. Let's say the Los Angeles Lakers, they might have a cap, or, the players on the floor, or even on the bench, the team as a whole. Let's just say roughly they make about, let's just say roughly 400 million. Let's just say that, right? Let's throw that number out there. Well, the guy's sitting in a skybox. I believe they would call it a skybox, or that might be football, whatever the case may be. But the guy's sitting up there in the office, with the suit on, the suite, right? The nice, rich, fancy looking suite. Well, that guy gets about maybe, let's just say he gets maybe about 2.5 billion a year, and he's worth way more than that. So that's chunk change that you're giving the players to just continue to feed the world a bunch of entertainment. But nevertheless, I only brought that up because people see, different celebrities and entertainers of our people, which we do, Jake as a whole, as Israelites, we do run that whole, the whole entertainment industry, right? Like I said, whether it's comedy, sports, movies, artists, whatever. because we are gifted and we are the soul of the earth. So don't get that twisted. But people like to use that narrative to say we're not cursed just because you have, let's just say 2, 3, 4,000, right? Or let's just say 4,000 athletes and entertainers have a certain amount of money. But you're mistaken, and that's only, that's not even 97% of your people, of your nation. And I'm putting us all together as one, as a group too. So let's just say 92% of your nation is in poverty, but 8% is not. Are you, generally doing good? No, that's a horrible number, right? But people say you're not cursed. No, we are cursed, okay? And now just because we see the things that's happening, as the system as Esau created, which is the elites of Esau created, is now putting the lock, on everyone, because he wants everyone to be in the same format or the same system. Okay. It doesn't mean that Esau is really cursed at this point, even though the curses are about to befall him, right? Everything is about to be a trading of places. But, these are people who are also pawns, if you will, or extras. And they are, what do they call it? What do they call it? I forget. It's casualties. Yeah, casualties. Right? He's been going to destroy some of his own people and other nations amongst them because they're just casualties of the war. Who's the war on? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which we are Israelites, by the way, and they know that. But these other people, just to destroy us, he's going to destroy the other people because he don't care. Right? The elites only care about the top tier of themselves, of their families, and that's it. Right? That's why he's putting hell upon the whole earth, right? Except for his people. Now, I want to play a few clips too, right? Just to show you a normal sight, right? And a normal mindset that now people are seeing within dealing in America, Babylon the Great, which is no longer an American dream, which now people are starting to realize this has always been and have been for a very long time an American nightmare. Okay. Now, what I want to play first, because you got to understand the wicked decrees and laws is really just meant to keep you down, right? This whole circus, this whole system, this work and go home and go back to work and go home, like this, everything. It's all a system to continue to keep you destroyed. All right, so let's play this. Let me just show you like a normal day within a regular average American citizen. But let's play this first, because this is a movie I liked a while back when I was a little younger. But listen to the message of this movie. And this is how Esau Edom operates his society.
Stay in the job that you pick for the rest of your life.
The same job for the rest of your life? I didn't know that.
What's the difference?
So you'll just work us to death?
We'll sure try.
Larry, what do you think the meaning of life is?
Work. It's important to be useful. Look at me. I got it all figured out. I get up, I shower, I come to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep. I get up, I shower, I come to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep. I get up, I shower, I come to work.
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line.
See? So there was 3 different clips from 3 different childhood movies that I used to watch. But see, I was so young and didn't understand the concept of the elites. That's the concept of the elites. So what they want you to do, they want to keep you entertained. They want to keep you busy and entertained, right? And they want to keep you just, just barely succeeding, so to speak. Okay? Because really, if you got money, if you got financial freedom, with financial freedom, you have more time on your hands. You can do more things. You can have more leisure times to sit there, think, meditate, study, how to come up with a new business plan, this or not. Not saying that even if you are in a downtrodden state, you can't do that. I will say it makes it harder, especially if you got children, especially if you got, you're working, let's say 50, 60 hours a week. When you come home, your time don't stop, especially if you got a family. You got to tend to those family. You got to tend to pets or whatever you're doing, right? Really, you really have no room for time for bullshit. But I'm not saying you should be bullshitting anyway. But sometimes you do get a time of you wanna cool off, and everybody's cool off is different. Some people's cool off maybe go having a basketball game, or riding a bike, or taking a walk, or playing a video game, watching a movie, or everybody's cool off time is different. E really gives you no room to even have a cool off moment. And when you do, and when you done having your cool off moment, you get to thinking of shit. I should have attended this. I should have washed the clothes, or I should have did this, or I should have did that. You know what I mean? He gives you no time to do anything, right? Because he wants to keep your mind, right, occupied. And how can you further, right, build for him? For real. How can you continue to flourish his world? Because he don't want your mind. He don't want you having the mindset of how can you get up out of his system. Nah, that's not why he. No, he wants your mind to stay strictly on how can you further, corrupt yourselves and build his system. Well, let's go to this, right? Just another repeat. Yeah, see, but they made a funny anime out of it, but it's true. It's true. It make you want to get to thinking like, there's not enough hours in a day. No, there is enough hours in a day. But Esau just got this system so so set up to the point where it's just like you're in a rat race. You're in a rat race. Now it's like we're racing against time. Racing against time. Oh boy, this place fucking sucks. Excuse my French. All right. Let's get this. This I thought this was quite funny.
And buns. Check out.
Hey now, would you like to leave a tip for the hard-working employees who keep our store running?
Fine.
Hi, I'm Tippy. Thanks for tipping. I'll make sure your tip goes to the people who deserve it most. Leave a tip for Tippy?
No.
Okay. Would you like to donate money to feed starving children?
Starving. Fine.
But not for Tippy?
No.
Would you like to leave a tip for the farmers who grew the produce?
Nah.
Would you like to tip the freezer repair person?
Nope.
Want to make a donation to cancer research?
Cancer. Fine.
And still no tip for Tippy?
What? No. Why would I tip Tippy?
For processing the tips.
Well, how about I just don't tip and then there's nothing to process?
But this is the process. Explaining Tippy and where your tips go is part of the process. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess.
So,
The point I wanted to show with that is, every time we go to the grocery store, once you're done checking out, they always ask you, do you want to donate to this? Do you want to donate to that? I barely got money to pay for all my groceries. And you keep asking me, do I want to donate every time I come in here, And then imagine all these different stores across the world, all these different cashier systems. Where is this donation really going? Right? Because we know Red Cross is, Red Cross is a scam. All these donation places be scams. So who's the money going to? Yeah, we know where the money going to. Right back to the elites. That's where that money going to. Right? The money don't be going to those foundations. They can cut the crap with that. I thought that was quite funny, right? But there's one more I wanted to do. I believe I did this one already. Let's go to this one.
Find everything you need today?
Yeah.
Great, okay.
Oh, God. No!
Everything okay, ma'am?
It's just that you've only scanned a few items and it's already $60. I'm so scared.
Okay, I'm a trained professional, ma'am. I've scanned a lot of groceries. I need you to stay with me.
It's just that my in-laws are in town and they want a charcuterie board.
This isn't gonna be easy, so I need you to be brave, all right? What's your name?
Patricia.
Trisha, all right. I need you to take a deep breath. We're about to do the cheese.
Oh my God! The numbers are going up so fast! Why do we have to be at Balderson's house?
Don't look up there. It only makes it worse. Keep your eyes on me, okay?
Can't you just scan something less expensive?
I can, but let's not forget, it's the little things that add up, all right? Now brace yourself. I'm about to do the mixed nuts.
Oh my God, I'm gonna pass out!
Okay, bite down on this, Patricia. Get ready. I'm gonna do the cured meats.
Oh, no, stop! I can't do this anymore!
It's too late. There's a line behind you, okay? You're locked in.
I'm not strong enough.
I know it looks like a lot.
See, they made this little animation funny, but this is serious. This is really serious how you shopping, right? And I kind of shop on a budget. I I got good shopping skills. I look for the different deals and the things that I store. But I was one day I was joking with a brother, and I think might have had like 5-7 items or something like that. I was well over $60. And I'm like, bro, I tried to, shop the best on the budget. I got bread and cheese and eggs. We was just talking about that, how eggs went up $2. I done seen like a gallon of orange juice. I think it's a gallon, about a gallon of orange juice, right? Is it a gallon or two? I forget. It's not a 2. It might be a gallon. But I seen how that was sitting on full shelves at Walmart. Cause it was $8. $8 for some OJ. Like, come on, man. Are you serious? But see, this is what happens when you're dealing with what? Inflation. And not only inflation that we're dealing with shrinkflation. Let's get those words real quick, in case you don't know. So let's deal with shrinkflation. Shrinkflation basically is, you're paying the same amount for a product, but less of the product. Okay, that's what shrinkflation is, right? But let's pull it up. Proper definition, but that's what it is. Shrinkflation. No, not shrinkage. Shrinkflation. Oh, let's deal with this word first. Let's deal with inflation first. Inflation, right? So, no, not that. Come on, man. Nope. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up on here. So, here you go. Here's the image. Inflation. Boom. All right. The rise of everything. The price of everything increases dramatically. Okay. And wait till hyperinflation hit. People ain't gonna. Woo. We barely surviving now. So, in economics, inflation is a general increase in the prices of goods and services in an economy. This is usually measured using a consumer price index. All right, so you see what's going on. Let's click on this picture right here. Here you go. Look at that. How inflation has changed the price of a cup or coffee over time. Boom. See? Look at that. Unbelievable. Right? But it gets worse. It gets worse. Look at the shrinkflation. Here go examples. Look at that. You're going to pay the same amount. See that Snicker bar? See them Burger King cups? You're going to pay the same amount of money for less of product. This is what shrinkflation is. Even better when you look at numbers. Look at that. This is crazy. And this is what the people are, this is what we, I ain't gonna say the people, just the people, this is what we are dealing with today. All right? Inflation and shrinkflation. Okay? We're paying the same amount of money, even, no, not the same amount. We're paying more money, or even the same amount of money, or more money, for less of the product. Right? In economics, shrinkflation, also known as package downsizing, weight out, and price pack architecture, is the process of item shrinkage in size or quantity. This is why when you see bags of chips, half of it's air. This is shrinkflation, right? I think the cheapest bag of chips now was 59 cents, I believe. You get maybe 15 chips in let's look at a bag of Doritos, right? Unless it's the $1.09 bag, the $1.09 bag, I believe it's like $1.09, it might be $1.59. You might get 21 pieces of chips. Next time somebody gets some Cool Ranch Doritos or whatever bag of chips you get, just do a test and count how many chips you eat out that bag, just for fun, or just play a game with your children. You know what I'm saying? Just get a bag you want to waste. You don't even want to waste it, right? How much money it costs, but you get the point. You probably won't get 21 pieces, right? If you into those things, okay. Now, I read the book of Baruch. Going into Baruch, right? We went into hold on. We're going to finish the run real fast. I want to get something in there. When I read the Baruch, when I said subject to payments, right? Oh, think about, subject to payments is these high-ass increased bills that we got to pay. Like, these numbers and the rates of everything going up are ridiculous, right? And let's just say if you're trying to get on a budget program or a payment arrangement program, which is now becoming, more of the norm now, because this shit is too high, right? Can't nobody pay these things. But see, this is an example of the curse that we be going through of being subject to payments and oppressed always. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 43, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. That stranger is Esau, Edom. You think about the elites, they are very high. The reason why they're able to be the lenders, and we are more of the borrowers. Verse 44, if he decides to let us borrow, that's a whole nother story. Verse 44, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt become the tail. We became the bottom of the barrel. All right. So verse 45, it says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not. Remember, not. If thou shalt not hearken, right, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. You see that? So here we go, right? This is what we are dealing with right now. Okay, as these curses have fell upon us. Now he's putting a squeeze. He is putting the squeeze on us all, right? Now, there's a scripture I was looking for. It talks about us being oppressed always. I believe it's in the 40s. Hunger, nakedness. Oh, yeah, of course we got to go to him for all that. Destroyed. Oh, verse 33. This is what I want right here. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 33 says, the fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. Let's go into the word oppressed. You should already know what oppressed means. But you already know. Oppression definition. Prolonged, cruel, or unjust treatment or control. Esau. You cannot say Esau's not have not put this upon us. Right? Yes. Esau has put this upon us. But now it just happened. This devil has put this oppression upon the people in a whole now. Right? As he's about to force, you hear the words, force, after he do his little continue of predictive programming, his little trend-setting ideas to make things look cool and the next best thing to get her to do before he actually forces his digital setup, right? His digital oppression, right? Because that's what the world's gearing towards, the digital oppression, which is the what? CHIP. As a matter of fact, let me switch gears real quick because I just thought of this, what this shorty just said, right? Her right here. And I might do a solo clip on this just alone. Right, but let's go to this real fast.
I don't want to start any chaos, but I know what's about to happen next. I've been preparing for it for the past 6 years. You know, people see me come and go, but they don't know where I come and where I go. What I do know is, when I read the Bible, it does not lie to me. It says in the last days, leave the cities, go back out to the rural lands in the country. Learn how to make your own food, because if you're attached to this system, they're gonna own you. What's this country gonna do when money doesn't work anymore? Because money is almost over. Then that means there has to be another system of barter and trade. Chips are coming, microchips are coming.
What do you think is, like, when you say that's coming? What do you feel?
And that's all I'm gonna play on that. I'm gonna do another video short, Lord willing, through the spirit, on what Jaguar Wright is talking about here. But she's on point with it. She already know. You being attached to this system is gonna put you in a bind, because what? The system is gonna want you to be a part of this system. And how you gonna have to be a part of this system? Digital oppression, which is coming by the CHIP. So Lord willing, I'm going to touch on this a little later through the spirit. I got to go. Lord willing, edify. Until next time, I want to say shalom.